difficult to punish signatures. We have 2 Onyxes on the screen, meaning that they will not be losing their stocks anytime soon. And Ahmet is going to be repping the Wushang. Why? Simple. Ensig and Gauntlets and Spear, they speak for themselves at this point. Game number 1, elimination side. Already Kimono opening off with a bang.
I see how they made it in the top 8. They are really aggressive. Kimono holding forward with the cannon, but the blue team fight back there with Bamya on the cannon as well. A player that can play Zol, so obviously having a strong cannon. AmGG played Priya last weekend. So it's good to see him also make a top 8 here with a different legend pick in the double space.
Landing with the downer, looking for the neutral follow-up, not going to be able to get it. Landing with the Sally, looking for the side light. Ahmet just able to get a little punish. Side light recovery goes all the way up through. Ahmet holding onto the ground pound. Wow, he is just putting on a clinic right now.
To the weapon toss as well. Side air comes out from AmGG. A Royale placer, so we're going to see him in the Royale, but also in 2s here. Ahmet getting the side air onto Kimono. Kimono fighting back there. I think AmGG giving a little bit of assistance there. The air into the side air. Nice pickup, but it's on the wrong player as you don't find the KO off of that. You kind of want a KO off of that for sure. The red team very worse for wear.
Okay, Bamya able to get the end light. Good interruption though, and then quickly turning it into a team combo. Bamya eating a lot of damage. Kimono committing so heavily off stage. Not only does he end up getting punished by Ahmet, but Ahmet clutched that out for his teammate. He saved him. He ended up losing a stock, but you know what? That ground pound was everything for the blue team.
The downer comes out. Ahmet now getting an edge guard onto Kimono. Kimono having to recover high. The blue team get a little bit of team damage, so the aggression stops for a moment for the red team, but AmGG continues to get some big damage there, gets the end light as well, side light into side air. Bamya getting sent very high off stage, and we get a little bit of a team combo, but AmGG didn't find anything to follow up because he was sweat beats, no options. He had to land there, but gets a recovery nonetheless, finds the KO onto Bamya.
Yeah, I have to say, red team is playing off of one another so well. They're so ready, constantly in a position to be able to find the next team combo. One above, one below. I'm just able to get the end light. Ahmet eating a sail off stage, still sweating. Kimono occupying the stage and making it impossible for the blue team to get back on.
AmGG and Kimono have found really great pickups, but haven't found anything good enough to find these KOs now. But the blue team, I mean, Bamya really needs to hold on to the stock because the recoveries are coming high and it's getting harder and harder to get back in this game. Gets the side lighted in air. Nice dodge from Kimono, not get by his own teammates Nair. And Bamya can make it back to 2v1 now. And a 4-stock lead from the red team. The downer comes out, recovery into side air. The edge guard is still continuing as Ahmet has yet to really grace the stage in any meaningful way. And he as well will choose to not continue that match because that was complete destruction from AmGG and Kimono. I mean, it was 4 stocks to 0 at the end. It was really, really tough. Yeah,
GG go next. AmGG dealing 555 damage that game, more than anybody else. That is basically the entirety, I believe, of the blue team put together. So very nicely done, taking out 4 of those stocks as well. Yeah, AmGG was a force to be reckoned with. His target switching was incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was just like choosing, okay, I'm on you. I'm going to go ahead and chase dodge back down. I'm going to go ahead and focus on the other member of the blue team for a little bit. Yeah, genuinely phenomenal stuff.
AmGG's a grinder, you know, he's been doing a lot of those bearded brawls, pickup, matchmaking ladder, for example. So this is somebody who, you know, maybe the Prio isn't the pick anymore. We're going to be seeing Rayman. Level 100 on the Rayman. So we might be seeing kind of shades of what we'll see at the Royale in a couple weeks. But for the 2 space, the Rayman definitely working out for AmGG and Kimono. 4 stocks to 2, or 4 stocks to 0, obviously really, really strong. We'll see how the Demon, I don't know, I don't like the Demon Island pick again into double gauntlets, but we'll see if it works out. Of course, the blue team have double gauntlets as well, but the red team really need to rush you down. That's like kind of their name of their game. And going on a stage with no soft platforms might be a little difficult to get out of the longer strings.
Yeah, we'll see how it ends up playing out here. But again, the thing I really want to commend red team for is their synergy with one another. It just feels like they're able to find a lot of straight 2 pieces. Ahmet, though, trying to take AmGG off the top. It is Demon Island, so you have a nice high ceiling. Nobody's going to be losing their stocks off the top anytime soon.
The blue team looking very solid here, very different than game number 1. It's obviously good to have the lead early, but you need to capitalize and make these leads matter because the downer sends Ahmet off stage. It gets real scary. Bamya getting the recovery onto AmGG, and AmGG.
Oh, we think the Ensig is going to get punished. AmGG going to be using a GC Ensig to get back on. Kimono just going to be swatting Bamya away. The end light,
Kimono's going crazy on the cannon right now.
Oh,
AmGG's just watching. He's like, you go off, bro. You got that. Dude, that was insane what he just did. He basically took 2 1v1s at the same time, continuously hitting each other, away from each other. They couldn't assist each other. That's a double KO for Kimono. That was insane.
Yeah, he just knew that he could not stop that. The sail is going to successfully punish AmGG getting back onto the stage. Kimono playing it nice and slow. Ahmet missing a critical downer. Look at the position off stage. Kimono ends up SDing through all of his troubles, but that is okay because you know what? He was still a stock up. AmGG Oh man, red team, they're playing like they want nothing nice to happen to blue team at the moment.
It is incredible aggression from the red team in this game. I mean, obviously the blue team were looking like that in the last game, but this is a different level from Kimono on the cannon.
Oh, but Ahmet going off now. Okay, just able to get the string, able to get the N-Sig as well. Kimono makes it back on. The light neutral. This game is chaos, man.
It is absolute chaos, and this is what happens when the red team continues to hold forward. I mean, with nothing, going for Nair and side air, continuing to hit buttons. Kimono does not care, gets the punish there after you trade out the KO, gets another double KO for his troubles. Bamya cannot make it back. No, he cannot.
Oh, the save was not enough drift, and now another potential 2v1 combo. Kimono's going out there off stage. Ahmet just has to fight for his life. The D-Light, the side light, the neutral is able to put Kimono out there, but not for too long. Oh my gosh. Sidelight, neutral, AMG. Oh my gosh, gonna be missing the pickup.
Get some nice damage there onto Bamya, and the ground pound comes out from Kimono. Ahmet in a really bad spot, barely able to make it back. The side stick comes out, still on his second stock and continuing to push that advantage state. GC sidelight and recovery onto Bamya. The damage continues to rack up. N-Light into sidelight. Kimono still holding on to their stock though. The Nair will find the KO though.
GC N-Light's able to come out successfully. AmGG just playing nice and slow, looking for a nice slow way to get back down onto the stage as Kimono N-Lights into AmGG's side sig.
A little bit of team damage there is big because the blue team now have an opportunity to force both red team members off stage. AmGG makes it back somehow. Very high damage, looking for the recovery. That's all you need to do on the gauntlets. Find the KO move. Kimono with the N-Light, charging up the side stick, almost hitting his own teammate. The side air comes out, one of the only few moves that won't KO at this damage. No recovery from AmGG, but we get a little bit of team damage with that N-Light. Bamya in a bad spot. Kimono gets the D-Light into Nair, and the red team sees control of this game. Bamya with an impossibility presented in front of him to clutch this game.
But he still has those gauntlets. Let's see what he's able to make happen. And the answer is nothing at all, as he simply falls into AmGG's N-Light, which closes out that game. Yeah, red team is going kind of crazy right now. 766 damage was done here by Kimono. Wow. And you could see that in his cannon strings. You could see that in his offstage gameplay. And the way that we started off with him alternating those, again, those two different 1v1 scenarios. Kimono has so much momentum behind him.
It's just crazy, like what what Kimono was doing in that game on the cannon. Like, he just kept holding forward. Like every opportunity to hit a button was being pressed, realizing that when Bamya and Ahmet are on certain weapon combinations, for example, double gauntlets, they have to be close anyway, so Kimono's willing to just throw out every move. Side airs, downlights, nairs, finding KOs, finding ways to split them up, and getting the team combos as well to rack on damage. They weren't getting like 0 to KO team combos, but getting damage is the name of the game versus, or as Rayman and Onyx, which will have stray hits that will KO, and the red team look incredibly good. Very exciting team as well, very high pace, high tempo team. Yeah,
it's tough. You have to find a way to stop this train at the moment, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, Kimono's playing very aggressive, and then of course you have AmGG just kind of backing him up a couple of times. The question is, how do you stop that? How do you punish him? How do you go ahead and you just turn these situations around on him? We got to see some of Ahmet's edge guarding attempts, I feel like a little bit more so in game 1, but right now, the question is, how do you stop cannon strings from coming into fruition? Because he is finding all of the openings that he wants. He's finding cannon D-lights, and he's finding cannon N-lights, and cannon side lights. He is getting it all, PJ.
Bamya continues here with that N-Light. Kimono getting sent off stage. Another N-Light onto AmGG. We continue to get to the damage here. The Nair comes out, and the side light into nothing onto Ahmet. Scary spot to be in, though. Every time you get hit by this red team with a combo starter, you have to be so careful on the way you're dodging. Bamya and Ahmet, I love these soft platforms. They're already playing the center of the stage really well. Kind of keeping the beast at bay is the name of the game versus the red team. It is tough.
Bamya able to get that N-Light. AmGG landing with the downer. He's finding another N-Light. He's sliding off with that D-Sig. He's not going to be able to get the connection, though.
Nice avoidance there from Ahmet to not get hit with that recovery, and we get a little bit of 2v1 combos into ground pound, no side air. If AmGG went for the ground pound there, it's a little bit snappier. You'll be able to get that KO.
Sidelight coming out. Bamya just occupying, controlling the ground. He'll be able to get the sidelight, able to get the dodge punish as well. Not enough to KO off the top, though. Okay, Kimono's first stock is gone. This is exactly what blue team needs.
Side air comes out, and Bamya now getting the recovery onto AmGG on the wall. Holding on to this stock. Barely, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much longer you will versus Spear. The side air comes out, we find the KO. And Kimono's playing around this soft platform very well. Nice down stick from Kimono to close out that stock.
Okay, Ahmet, the name of the game is just landing and hopefully picking up a weapon as well. Here, the weapon spawn in a very good position for him. He misses the D-Light. AmGG tries to go for the double side light, and Ahmet just able to get a couple of hits for all of his troubles. This is now, the game is slowing down. Everything before on Demon Island was just constant chaos, constant buttons. Now we're getting a couple of, you know, we're playing a little bit slower than before.
Ooh.
Kimono, though, closing out that first stock.
I don't know if I like that team combo. Obviously, it's confirmed damage, but I think there's ways to find those KOs off stage, stack some sort of hit stun together, get some ground pounds off stage, and now Ahmet in a 1v1 versus AmGG off stage, and we get some assistance from Kimono to bring that a 2v1 essentially, as we give some space for your teammate to make it back, and now Bamya is in a bad spot, avoiding that N-sig barely. Could have been the end of that stock if you get hit by that.
Yeah, let it rip a little bit too soon. Okay, Bamya
nice
goes out there for the end light, but the AmGG, nice sell. He was just able to interrupt that beautifully. Okay, how does Ahmet land here? Oh, Bamya able to get the recovery, nicely done. Looks for the second one, and then just ends up getting whiff punished by Kimono. The recoveries have been flying this game, and just the end of the N-sig is able to connect.
That N-sig was so important to call out the landing because AmGG barely lives that recovery and lands lazily into the corner. The blue team now getting some team combos. Ahmet saying, I'm not done with your teammate. Give us some time here. The side air makes him back to the stage, though. So the blue team not looking to close out that stock outright, but the recovery will. And now the blue team having a slight stock advantage as Ahmet is on the sunset of his stock, but still up a stock.
Okay, Enlight, neutral. Bamya not going to go for the follow-up. Maybe he was afraid of getting interrupted by AmGG.
Ooh, big team combo, gets the down air as well.
Oh, but Kimono gonna be missing the recovery. That could have been so huge.
Goes anyway.
Yes, but that was Ahmet's second stock, so he was already deep into the red. Yeah, that stock already had to go. Kimono's trying to get something going. He's looking for the down air. His Bamya's just hitting him away and then focusing on the teammate. The weapon toss, the GCD light ends up whiffing. That could have been pivotal, but it does not matter because Kimono has been knocked out of the game. This is definitely going to go to blue team.
Absolutely. GC sidelight into the recovery to cover the high landing. AmGG having no dodges. And this seems to be the motif of the weekend from EU. It's like, get destroyed for the first two games and then win game 3 and now make it a potential long set here as they force game 4. Bamya and Ahmet, I mean, I love the stage pick. The soft platforms made it kind of impossible for the red team to get away with what they were getting away with on Demon Island. So we see them go to a stage with some platforms, slow the pace of the match down, make it less chaotic, and the blue team win the game pretty handedly there. Ahmet didn't take any damage.
So I feel like a lot of this game that we got to see was that Kimono wasn't kind of allowed to do Kimono things.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get his crazy strings. And I actually feel like blue team did a really wonderful job of splitting up the red team, right? Especially when Kimono's on one side of the stage, they were able to just get a couple of big hits onto AmGG. Let's see what's going to happen in this game number 4. Already Ahmet, he is going in against AmGG, who has taken a lot of damage.
And the downlights coming out from the blue team as they're trying to stop Kimono, but although there's a soft platform, it only really matters for, you know, one side of the stage, so Kimono's just hitting buttons toward that side with no soft platform.
Kimono keeps trying to interrupt Ahmet. Ahmet is dealing so much damage onto AmGG, and Kimono has not been successful. That end light, though, is going to put Bamya at a bit of a nasty position. He does get back on the neutral. Chase dodge up. Ahmet recovery, landing with the sail, putting AmGG off stage. Bamya with the neutral as well. Oh my goodness.
Downlight Nair, not enough to KO, but that recovery will. AmGG, nice axe conversion, and now we get a 2v1 combo. The Nair into the GC signature. Very smart stuff. AmGG realizing his role there with no weapon, saying, I'm going to use the light attacks that have quite a bit of hit stun, get those team combos. Very scrappy from the red team. I like to see that damage.
Yeah, they were ready to adapt. They're ready just to throw out an improvised combo at any moment in time. AmGG taking a sweet old time getting back onto the stage. I'm seeing the Kimono momentum pick up again. The sail comes out, and a little bit of friendly fire. That's okay.
Oof, nice recovery from AmGG. The down air comes out now, and Bamya looks for that ground pound, but the weapon toss interrupts, and AmGG with the chase touchdown there. He gets another there into the ground pound. AmGG is dominating this match on the gauntlets. What a clean pickup, forcing Bamya onto his last stock.
AmGG is closing. He has been shutting out each and every single one of those stocks so far. Ahmet, though, can he do something against him off stage? The neutral is going to be calling out. I believe that was a startup at the down air once again, and AmGG, just like that, has made it back on mostly safely. The end light comes out. Ahmet's off stage. Bamya has to fight off both members of red team. Ahmet is now left weaponless. He's sweating.
Yensik comes out there, and Kimono getting punished with that down light. The blue team are looking to fight back in any way possible. Bamya trying to channel some of Kimono's cannon with this aggression. Nice nair to punish the recovery. The end light hits Bamya, and the or just a straight up down sick, finding the KO, and the red team. I mean, they look so solid.
So every single time, look at this lead. It is 4 stocks to 1. Blue team got obliterated every single time, every single position. They're just able to find a 2-piece, a 3-piece. They're able to get the handoffs. They're able to get the edge guards. I mean, honestly, the combos, the synergy has been top notch, and I think that this might be it for Ahmet, unless, I don't know, he takes 4 stocks.
The greatest comeback in Brawlhalla history for Ahmet here, with an opportunity to force Game 5 for his team, but the red team look to put the turn the lights off that dream. He's fighting, though. This is smart. So a little masterclass in how to play the 2v1. If you're a weapon that can split up the 2 teammates, like Lance, for example, it's good to go in. But versus a team like this that are so combo heavy, play around the stage. Don't give them stage to team combo you. If you get hit, you're sent off stage. It's better to 50-50 having to recover than getting hit with a true 0 to KO.
Ahmet, though, just going to be jumping into that D-Light, the D-Light friendly fire. Ahmet's going to take advantage of it, but now he has found himself off stage for a second. He uses up his dodge. AmGG not going to be able to get that end light that he's scouting out for. He can't go for like any end lights or anything. He can't go for any down airs because, of course, if you land it, you'll just be stuck in so much lag. The recovery comes out. It's enough to be able to KO. What can he make happen?
He still has 1 more stock to take off Kimono fresh. He doesn't find an opportunity to force an edge guard, and AmGG walks forward. The signature, and this is a very tough spot to be in. Just cover jump as Kimono. Kimono didn't cover high. So Ahmet, I mean, this is exactly what you do in the 2v1. You force the 2 to go to you to close out the game. The end line not enough to KO. The next one surely well charged up down sig. Ahmet gonna be able to avoid it, but losing resources slowly here. Goes for the signature, but doesn't catch Ahmet. Ahmet still fighting somehow. The red team.
He's baiting him. He wants somebody to go off stage with him. He knows that that is his win condition. Okay, back to off stage. Somebody jump out there, but no, they're keeping it safe. We're seeing the Rayman D6, which are normally quite punishable if you move around him. The D-Light now comes out, and just like that, that is going to go ahead and close out the game for the red team. But you know what? Nice try to Ahmet. He was fighting for his life.
I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Like, I will never get mad at somebody that's just trying his best to win. His only win condition there is to hold the wall so that there's no, 0 to KOs off stage. And just be like, you know what, I'm going to hold on. But yeah, we get this AmGG clip. Gets the dodge read, beats out the down air with the nairs. It was so clean. Such an opportune moment to trade out that stock and force Bamya on his last. Really, really